Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name's Laura and today we are going to do another pick a card or pick a crystal tarot reading. And this time you're going to ask whatever yes, no, maybe so question you have in mind that's burning through you just need to know the answer to. Before we even begin, I just need to give a disclaimer here that it is very difficult to get yes or no specific answers from spirit. So there may be a chance that we won't get a clear-cut answer in this reading, and I just want to be totally clear about that. I don't think any reader can accurately 100% say yes or no to every single question. There are certain questions that are very clear with a clear answer, but other times it's a lot more vague because the thing is, everyone has free will, and the more conscious you are of your life and how to make decisions, you have a higher degree of that free will. It's harder to predict what will happen for you as opposed to people who are very unconsciously going about their life and just following the same path that was set up for them by their parents and their ancestors. It's very easy to predict yes or no outcomes for those types of people. A lot of you guys who watch my channel are very awakened, conscious, beautiful beings. And so if we can't get a clear yes or no answer to your question, don't be upset by that, okay? Just watch whichever group you feel most drawn to after asking your question and see if any of the advice or messages that come through resonate with you. If they don't resonate, that is perfectly fine. In fact, the good thing about these readings is that even if a group doesn't resonate with the question that you ask, that is simply pointing what your intuition is trying to say. So if you feel very off-put by any messages that may come through in this reading, that is fine. That is like a glowing neon sign to your intuition and the answer to your question. But let's dive into it. To begin, you are going to ask your question out loud, get very clear about it, and then take a look at all 5 of the crystals on screen. Select whichever one of these crystals you feel most drawn to. We have group number 1 with the Chalcedony Geode, group number 2 with the Amazonite, group number 3 with the Amethyst, group number 4 with the Moonstone, and group number 5 with the Pyrite. If you are asking multiple questions, that's totally fine. What I would do is ask your first question out loud, select your group. Ask your second question out loud, select your group. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I've done a lot of these yes or no readings in the past. I love doing them. That's why I'm making multiple of them, and you guys love them as well. So every once in a while, I just feel guided to do a little refresher and do another one. So let me know in the comment section if you want me to make more videos like this, or if you have any suggestions for future pick-a-card readings that you want me to make, please let me know down below. And I also just want to thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart because I love you guys to death. And you are all so kind, so nice to each other, and just brilliant, intelligent, beautiful people. I know I've been really bad recently, if you're watching this when I'm posting it, at responding to comments. There's been a lot going on, a lot of changes going on in my life that suck a lot of energy out of me. Recently, I just quit caffeine, cold turkey, and I think this is the first time in decades that I've been without caffeine, so things have been pretty slow on my end. And I'm just so happy that you guys are so patient with me and this posting schedule. I'm hoping to post a lot more in the upcoming weeks, but let's see. Your comments and suggestions always mean a lot to me. Some of you guys have suggested videos in the past that I've never gotten around to making. I apologize for that. I definitely keep them in the back of my mind and try to think of ways that I can do readings that most people would enjoy. I'm starting to realize that a lot of you enjoy love readings a lot more than the other ones, so I think I'll be focusing on that more in the future. But if you want, just let me know. Literally, just let me know what you want me to make and I will make it, okay? I am making these videos for you guys and I love connecting with you all. So it's my pleasure. All right, let's dive into your reading now. Hello, group number one, to this late night yes, no, maybe so reading. You, in the beginning of this video, should have already asked your question and selected this group. So let's dive into it and try to get a yes or no answer, fingers crossed. The rune that came out for you is called Geode, and this is the rune of generosity. It speaks to the importance of balancing give and take in the situation that you are asking about. On one hand, you don't want to be too giving and become a doormat for other people to walk all over you, to be used for your generosity or kindness. You don't necessarily want to make yourself always available here. So, for example, if you're asking about love, you don't want to sort of show this person that you have no life for yourself. And also, you don't want to do that for your own mental health. Like, have a life outside of relationships, okay? And same thing can apply in career. Really any question that you asked about. I literally 10 seconds ago, before I started this video, said to myself, I'm not going to try to guess what everyone's asking about, and here I am. Anyways, in career, same message can apply. Where, if you're trying to get that promotion, you don't want to become the doormat of that company, the one who works the hardest. Because honestly, a lot of corporations suck and they pay the people who work the least the most amount of money and give them the most promotions. And the people who genuinely work super hard, they tend to be kept where they're at and not promoted because the positions of management, quite frankly, they don't work. Not to say that managing isn't a job in and of itself, but I don't know why I'm going off on this tangent. Anyways, this is talking about generosity. Equal give and take is going to be really important in what you're asking about. And also, this is a good sign generally for love, especially if you're seeing things like gifts coming through and generosity from other people in your life coming through. But let's see what else comes out. We have forgiveness. Okay, if you're asking about a particular relationship, I feel like the person you're asking about, you may have a history with them and they are pretty much over that history, the negative parts of that history, that is. We have perfect timing. Okay. I feel like if you are asking about anybody, they may come forward with you with some sort of generous offer or gift in the right timing for you. I don't know, it's just a feeling. Let's see what else comes out for you. We have the 5 of water. Okay. Really, really interesting that we picked up on a history, a past involved with the question that you asked about, and then the 5 of water, 5 of cups comes out. There's definitely a history in the question that you're asking about. And for example, if any of you asked, does this person miss me or do they still love me? The answer is heck yes. Heck yes. We have the 8 of earth coming out, which talks about a repetitive process that builds up energy. It's like a commitment. We have the Queen of Earth in reverse. Okay. There may have been stubbornness in the past with the people involved in whatever you're asking about. There may have been someone here who was very set in their ways and not willing to see things from your perspective, or maybe you were the one who didn't see things from other people's perspective. Usually we have a mixture of both. Okay, in unhealthy relationships, both people are equally in need of healing, because a healthy-minded, secure person wouldn't stay with someone who is not at their same level of healing and growth and development. You know what I mean? So this is definitely a situation where you and someone outside of you had a lot of healing, a lot of growing to do, or maybe still have a lot of healing and growing here. But I'm definitely seeing something about the past, missing the past, feeling an attachment here. For some of you, this is going to be really awkward if you didn't ask about relationships at all, because all of these relationship readings are coming out. But let's see. This also can have a lot to do with career as well. Let's see what the other cards are. Yep, 2 of water. Yep. And then we have, wow, messenger of water in reverse. Okay, wow. Okay, if you're asking about career, I think the people involved in your career really, really like you. But I feel like the majority of you asked about love, and there's definitely a lot of love here. If you're asking, like, is this person going to ask me out or propose or whatever, I definitely feel like this person loves you, misses you, okay? Especially if you're in separation. There's a lot of nostalgic energies here. In the past, even if you never had a separation with this person, you both had a lot of healing and growing to do, okay? And you did that alongside each other. For some of you, there may have been a period in that growth where you were separated. Won't apply for all of you. Definitely feelings here. However, Messenger of Water is coming out in reverse, and we have the Queen of Earth in reverse. I don't think this person is ready, per se, or they don't feel like, how do I put this? They don't think that they are ready for something more committed. But they may be approaching this from a place of, let's see how this grows and develops. Okay, so I think the situation you're asking about, whatever it is that you asked about, it needs time to grow and develop. And anyone else who may be involved in the question that you're asking about, they have really good positive energy towards you, very positive feelings towards you indeed, love towards you indeed. Okay. They view you as a sort of soulmate or someone they really appreciate. If this is like business, for example, they may view you as one of their favorite customers or business partners or collaborators, whatever. If you're applying to something, they view you as one of their favorite applicants. Okay, but do we need you in this position right now? Maybe not. But I'm saving that application for later. Does that make sense? So this feels like you're definitely one of the favored ones here in whatever you asked about. And if none of this resonates with you, you definitely selected the wrong group, or there just might not be any messages for you in this reading. I always get so anxious when I do the yes, no, maybe so question or readings because I don't know what you're asking. And I'm like, just all this channeled messages start coming through and I'm like, is this hitting right? So if it does resonate, please let me know. But yeah, definitely keep making sure that there's an equal give and take here in whatever situation you're dealing with. On one hand, you don't want to appear to be mean and cold and distant, but on the other hand, you don't want to be that doormat energy as well. Very interesting. Yeah, I think time has sort of healed any negative feelings and emotions that existed here. And if you're asking about a friendship or relationship, they just want to see where things go with you. They don't feel stable enough in their own life. There could be something here of them not feeling like they have enough money. Okay, so you may be dealing with someone who doesn't have a job right now, or you may be dealing with someone who is insecure about their finances. Weirdly enough, I feel like a lot of you may resonate with that as well. Okay, and it's kind of like the universe is saying, listen, don't worry about this. Do not worry about this. Focus on you. Focus on creating more stability, finances, or health within yourself, whatever area of your life. And it feels to be finances or health that feels very unstable at this time. This is the time in your life where you're going to be growing that and improving your routine day after day after day, improving the momentum in your life day after day after day. And so this situation will all come together when you're at a point where you feel like you're well on your way to continuing on this momentum and you're no longer sort of waiting for external love or validation to come in to give you that sort of life satisfaction that you're craving, fill that void that you feel like you have. Only you can fill that void. And Spirit is saying, work on your own inner and outer stability instead of waiting for this situation to develop. Because when you stop waiting and you start working on that, and then that void is filled within yourself, which, by the way, you can begin sitting in that energy right now. Okay, this isn't an energy that's going to be accessible to you in the far out future. You can sit in this energy of building this momentum and stability right now, doing whatever it is that you need to do. Okay, get yourself into a good routine with that. And I feel like that'll also make any relationships that you may be asking about super duper healthy, because there's not going to be the element of waiting for this person to save you from your own boredom or misery. No offense, guys, no offense. Okay, and I feel like that is when some sort of offer may come in, or by that point, you may not even be interested, or you may find something even better. So there's actually a really good story that we see unfolding here for you if you take that advice, okay? Thank you guys for joining me. Definitely like this video, comment how it resonated down below. I'd love to hear if this resonated. Don't tell me if it didn't resonate, okay? Just pick another group, or just say, hey, this video is not for me today. All right, thank you guys, and subscribe if you've not already. Bye-bye. Hello, group number 2, and welcome. Let's see what the answer is to the question that you asked in the beginning of this video. Yes, no, maybe so. Let's hope we can get some answers. The runes that came out for you are Sowilo, Yera, and I forget the name of the one in the middle, but I do know they're Urus, sorry. had a blank moment there. These are all really, really good runes, guys. Legal celebration. If you asked about anything legal, the outcome will be favorable. Love is warming up, and there's going to be a higher velocity coming in for you in the near future in whatever you asked about. Okay, really quick building positive momentum in what you asked about. There will be favorable outcomes here, celebration, sunny energy. So this is really good news. Whatever the happy answer is, it's most likely your answer, or something even better will be coming through. So that's amazing. Let's see what we have. We have yes. Wow, very direct. The answer to your question is yes. I haven't seen any of these cards, by the way. They all came out face down. So really clear answer here. And if yes was not the answer you wanted, something even better is happening that you might not be able to see now, because I can't even exaggerate how positive these runes are. Love is looking amazing. Legal matters are looking amazing. There is time for celebration. There is like an irresistible, passionate force moving forward, and it's going to be very hard to stop once you start. Like, this momentum is going to be really, really powerful. We have wait. Okay, so there is an element to what you asked where you have to be patient here and keep just focusing on you, or growing the situation in a positive way that makes sense for you. I love your reading so far. I love when we get a clear answer. Yes is your answer to the question, but even if that's not what you want to hear, so much good, happy energy celebration. I can't even emphasize how unlikely it is for all of these positive runes to come out all at once. And the funny thing is, I only wanted to pick one rune. They just all came out, and they're all positive. They all came out upright and face up, not turned over. So that is amazing. Let's see what else comes out. We have the 9 of water in reverse. Okay, so some of you may be feeling a little bit apprehensive or doubting that something positive is going to come from the situation, but I promise something is going to come very positive. Justice. Oh my gosh, guys, if any of you asked about a legal situation, I am telling you, it is going to go in your favor. The outcome that you're desiring will come. Okay, we have the Hierophant in reverse. There's an element to this card that shows not doing things in the traditional timeline or the traditional approach. Okay, you have a very unique situation, very unique personality or personalities, and you'll be moving at your own pace here, marching to the beat of your own drum. We have the 7 of air in reverse. Really fascinating. I wonder if some of you worry because you may have been hurt in the past. There may have been pain and betrayal in your past, which is causing you to doubt that all of this positive energy is going to happen for you. 7 of air in reverse also warns you against self-sabotage, so definitely pay attention to that and make sure you don't self-sabotage something really positive from happening here, okay? And we have the Page of Earth. Wow. I'm seeing a brand new start. Stability is returning. A commitment may be made. A promise may be made. This is a great reading for love. Amazing reading if you're worried about or asking about anything legal. I feel like all favorable outcomes are happening here. And with Hierophant in reverse as your center card, this will all unfold in a way in which you don't expect. Okay? And I just feel like with the Justice card as well, if you're asking about anything money or career-wise, all of your hard work is going to pay off and then some. Okay, so this isn't necessarily an overnight success, something randomly happening. No, this is going to grow and build very naturally, but it will be very quick. It's a very strong force, a very powerful force that grows in momentum very, very quickly. So this was a great reading. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for asking whatever question you asked. This is looking really good. Page of Pentacles, If you asked about money, looking great, literally anything you could have asked about, the answer is very, very favorable. The answer to your question is yes, though. And for some of you, that might not be what you wanted to hear. That's totally fine. You're going to have something even better happen to you, okay? And for most of you watching, you wanted to hear the answer yes, I bet. So let it unfold naturally, let it unfold in its own time, because this is a unique situation, and focus on loving yourself at this moment, pouring into yourself in this moment. Notice when you are doing anything self-sabotagey, okay? Don't ruin something amazing. Thank you guys for joining me. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below. Comment your questions. I'd be so curious to hear what they are, and subscribe to the channel if you've not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. Thank you guys. Bye-bye. Hello, group number 3, and welcome. Let's try to get a yes, no, maybe so answer on your question. You should have already asked a question in the beginning of this video and have selected group number 3 to watch. So let's read into your situation, and hopefully it resonates. If it doesn't resonate, go back and select another group. Or maybe there's not any answers for you in today's video, which happens sometimes too. Anyways, the rune that came out for you is called a Rido. And this rune, I have a sort of complicated relationship with, because to me, it feels like the question you're asking about, there may have been a bit of a bumpy road with the energies and what you encountered with this question. Things may have been challenging, and this is really the rune of time. It is a rune of, it's a message of sort of keeping your cards close to your chest for a little bit, and maybe not giving so much of yourself away to anyone or anything that may be triggering or not wanting to understand you. Does that make sense? Overall, the complicated energies that are involved in the question that you asked about will definitely go away, and it will be replaced with love and happiness, peace, all of that good stuff. But for right now, the energy I'm picking up from you is a little bit complicated with the question you asked about, and time is on your side here. Time will show you the truth in what you're asking about, and I don't know why I get this feeling to just like keep things to myself and not feed into any extra drama. Very interesting. Let's see what wants to come out. We have romance. Some of you may be asking about a little bit of a complicated romantic relationship. We have helpful people. There's people all around you who are going to help you manifest the highest outcome here. Some of you may struggle in like I said, a complicated relationship. This could be with someone you have a complicated history with. They may trigger some thoughts, feelings, insecurities within you. Okay, certain actions and behaviors of theirs and the way they go about things, the way they communicate may be very, very, very different from what you're used to. And so yeah, it's a bumpy road, a very bumpy road. But I get this feeling that it's all going to work out in time, one way or another. Now, I know that doesn't necessarily answer your question. Like I said, I'm sorry. Sometimes we can't get these clear-cut yes or no answers. And you know what? When that happens, it's really a sign that you watching are a very highly evolved person. And you have a lot of free will in this situation. This may be dealing with the free will of others. I will say, if you're asking about anything that involves romance or even friendship, this romance card coming out is really, really positive. If any of you are asking something like, is this person taken or are they in a relationship? I feel like the answer is yes. But if, again, it feels more complicated for some reason. The answer to your question is way more complicated than a simple yes or no. And I feel like that's why Rido came out. And Spirit wants to give you the answer to the question that you're asking, and they will in time. Now, this answer is not going to take forever. I want you to know that I feel very strongly that there are very, very high spirits working with you, okay? And I'm seeing spirits, really high up spirits, like Lord Shiva, Zeus, Ra, these gods of gods in a sense. And they're coming through. Any of them that resonates with you, maybe even just spirit in general, the spirit of everything collectively, is coming through and saying, listen, I'm going to give you the clarity and the answers that you need. Pay attention to any insights, signs, dreams, synchronicities that come up in the next couple of days, okay? Maximum a week or two, you'll have an answer to your question. Okay, I feel this promise from the universe, this promise from these higher deities. I'm going to clear up any confusion in the situation that you're asking about. That's what I'm seeing. Very fascinating. We're going to get 5 cards. We have Call in reverse. Wow. This is Judgment in reverse. I need to see what other cards come out before I dive into that. Hermit in reverse. Oh, it's good spicy. A lot of you guys are asking about relationships. I really feel that. Page of Earth in reverse. This is a story. 9 of Fire in reverse. This is literally a story. We have the Messenger of Fire in reverse. Okay. So I'm getting some emotional confusion. And you're wondering, like, is this person going to come back around, or are they going to stay stuck where we're at? Am I going to get clarity? Am I going to get closure? Some of you are sick of being single, quite frankly. A lot of you may be sick of your current situation when it comes to romance. Okay, with the Hermit coming out in reverse, you're wanting more of that warmth, excitement, someone to make life a little bit sweeter. And, because life may be very routine for you right now, and you're thinking to yourself, like, wouldn't it be nice to just have someone to just make life a bit brighter? This is sort of a void that's within yourself and I'm not saying that love is not going to be available to you while you're in this current state. However, Spirit wants you to fill this void yourself while love enters your life externally. Does that make sense? So be able to fill this void internally and romance your own life in a sense. Okay, what does that look like? For example, that could be, I don't know, just pretend like you're vlogging all day. That's what I do sometimes. Like, okay, day in the life. Here I am getting my cute little smoothie from this little shop, and then I go sit on this park bench and watch the sun come up or something. I don't know. And then I did my little work, and I put on my little workout outfit, and then I did my exercise. And that to me is sort of how you can romance life. Just pretend like you're the main character of a story and do these sweet little things for you. I think romancing your life is paying attention to the sensual side of life, the aesthetics of what you're doing, the scents, the tastes, the sounds, really paying attention to those sensual aspects. That to me is romancing your life. And that may be required of you. Some of you guys may be dealing with someone who is really bad at romancing. Okay, Page of Earth in reverse. This may be someone who has commitment issues. Okay, they may have, I don't know, their energy is a little strange little guy, strange little girl. They're a little weirdo. Nice, well-meaning, but there's just something about them that makes you feel like, I don't know, like you're not fully romanced. And 9 of Fire in reverse, there's some walls up here, yours and theirs. It almost feels like this person, and why is my palm itching? Is that a thing? I never knew what that meant, but I know some people that's like a thing. My right palm is itching, so let me know in the comment section if you know what that means. Anyways, I feel that this person may have walls up because of what happened in the past with them, and they may be an avoidant attachment type of person where it's like when you're barely talking to them, they're all lovey-dovey. They're like, oh my gosh, like, let's meet up. And that is their true feelings. Okay, but the more you get close with them, intimate with them, and if they get colder, they back away. I mean, that is telltale sign of avoidant attachment style. And I feel like you may have these fears as well because you don't want to repeat history, if that makes sense. Some of you guys may be asking questions about someone you have a history with, or you're asking like, will they commit or what? And I definitely see romantic feelings here. I definitely see a strong attachment they have to you. I'm just assuming we're asking about a person. If you're not, go pick another group, I guess. I don't know what to tell you. They definitely have strong feelings towards you, but one thing I want to say with judgment in reverse, if any of you asked if this person is still hooked on their ex, assuming you're not the ex, like someone else, the answer is no. Very strong no. Okay, with judgment in reverse. Now, if you are separated, will you get back together? Oh, the answer is looking to be no, to be honest, but it's very, very, very complicated because there's still feelings you both have towards each other. You may even be, so who watching this is sleeping with their ex? I swear to God, or a situationship. Guys, guys, no strings attached doesn't exist. Does not exist. And why do I feel like I'm talking to past versions of myself right now? Messenger of fire, it's very passionate, it's very fiery. You may have a very strong chemistry with this person, but man, time won't give you answers on this relationship that you need to see. The energy feels so complicated, it feels so clouded. The future seems so clouded because you both have free wills that will determine the future. But as of right now, the cards that are coming out, I feel like you both are feeling maybe perhaps a little bit lonely. You both have romantic feelings towards each other. You both, have this little void energy that you're trying to fill. But at the same time, you may be cognizant of the fact that you can't fill a void within you with someone else or something else. And for whatever reason, I'm seeing resistance that you both have to actually committing to each other, or one person may have resistance, and that complicates things tremendously. Definitely with the helpful people card, if you want more answers on this, ask your friends and the closest people around you what their opinion is, because I feel like the people around you are getting a very clear vision of what's truly happening here. Sometimes the people around us who love us can see our life and our struggles way better than we can. Actually, almost always that's the case, as long as you're not surrounded by a bunch of narcissistic weirdos. Okay, the people who are genuinely not narcissistic, they genuinely love you, they almost always know exactly what you need to do. And think about yourself and your own friends. You can name all of your friends, all of your family members, all of the people around you, and go off on a list of everything they need to do to improve their life, can't you? Exactly. So ask the people around you for advice and their opinion on this person, because what they have to say will be very significant for you. Hermit reverse shows singleness, being alone. Judgment in reverse honestly shows making the judgment call not to do something. Okay, not to pursue something further. But that doesn't mean there's not feelings and romance here. This is complicated, y'all. I need to know your questions down below. Let me know. Okay, and this judgment call is based a lot in fear, the fear of the past repeating itself, despite the fact that there is so much chemistry and physical attraction and romance here. It is so complicated. But remember, these higher beings, these gods and goddesses, they're coming through as your friend, and they're saying, we will reveal the answer, the truth to you in the next few days. Okay, so expect a really big answer to come through in what you're asking about very, very soon. Okay? Thank you guys for joining me. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, comment your question. If this did not resonate with you, don't let me know. Okay? Just pick another pile. Or maybe there's just not any messages for you in today's reading, guys. This is a general reading on the internet, man. Like, don't get mad at me if it doesn't resonate. I'm trying my best here. All right. Anyways, if you want a personal reading one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I can offer you a lot more detailed advice by talking to you one-on-one and only focusing on your energy. So you can ask any question. You can give as much backstory as you want, and I will do a reading for you there. All right. Thank you guys. Bye-bye. Hello, group number 4, and welcome. Let's get a yes, no, maybe so answer on your question. Hopefully. Okay. Sometimes we can't get them, but we're going to see what comes out. The runes that came out for you are called Sowilo and Ingwas. Beautiful, beautiful combination of runes. First off, we have the sun rune here, which is amazing because that just shows growth and happy answers in whatever question that you asked, okay? Love looks good, legal issues look good, career looks good, but paired with Ingwas, it's very, very interesting because in order to access this happy ending, it will 100% require you to make a sacrifice and let go of the past, okay? Let go of the past. So for example, if you're asking, will my health get better? That all depends on how willing you are to let go of the negative habits and coping mechanisms that kept you in an unhealthy state in the first place. Okay, if you're asking, will I meet the love of my life? Will I get married? Let me tell you, it ain't gonna be with your ex. It is not gonna be with someone from the past. So if that alone answers your question, then that's great, but we're gonna get more information for you. Okay, you have communicate clearly coming through. Let the universe know exactly what it is that you want, so that way it may come to you, is what I want to say. Decide what would my best outcome be in the situation, and be open-minded that sometimes the best outcome that we think is the best is not always the best for us. Also, if you're dealing with any issues when it comes to a person, communicate them. If you are wanting a raise, a promotion, communicate that with your boss. Okay, we have improving health. Yeah, a lot of you guys did probably ask some sort of health related question, I feel. And it is looking really, really good. The situation you're asking about is definitely going to improve and get better and better and better and better and better. But all you should be focusing on right now is raising your vibration, overcoming your challenges, expanding your consciousness, improving yourself in any which way you can, day by day. And it could be very little things. For example, personal example, I just started using a tongue scraper for the first time in my life a few days ago. And that's like my new I was going to say hobby, habit. And that's like a 1% improvement in my health. It's just a small thing that I can do to live a healthier life. So I'm seeing energy like that really coming forward. And if it comes to relationships or even like your career, how can you improve your resume, your skill set, yourself? What new skills can you learn quickly or just thoroughly, like whatever? How can you improve yourself? That's what you should be focusing on here. We have the 2 of Earth coming out. Balance is being restored, and you may feel like you're juggling life at some times, like work hard, play hard type of energy. It's a delicate, fine balance, but I see you doing it. I see you managing it. We have the Queen of Earth in reverse. Very fascinating. I'm feeling the energy of a lot of health and career and money related questions. We have the 3 of Fire in reverse. Yeah, will I reach this goal? When will this happen? Well, I guess that's not a yes or no question. When will this happen? And let's see what else. Queen of Air in reverse. Oh my gosh, I just get this message of like, and Justice in reverse. Yeah, the biggest thing that's coming through here is that there is a lot of positive energy surrounding the question that you asked and your development there. However, the results that you get is largely going to depend on how hard you work and how much effort you put into this. And especially like if you're asking about a relationship, the few of you who are, it's not necessarily saying you need to like do all of the work in said relationship, but how much work are you willing to put into yourself is the question. How much work are you willing to put into your own self-discovery and learning how to have the healthiest relationships possible and developing the relationship that you have with yourself, learning to be happy and secure, peaceful, stable within yourself, because that's what's going to create a healthy relationship in your life, whether it's with the person you're asking about or someone better suited for you, I should say. Especially with justice coming out in reverse here. If you're asking about a legal question, I feel here there's a lot of disorganization in the case or whatever you're dealing with. And certain evidence or facts, it's like unpreparedness can really, really, really affect the outcome here. You may also need to work on your ability to communicate clearly in these highly stressful situations. I feel like actually anyone, no matter what you asked, learning the ability to stay calm and clear and concise and peaceful in high stress situations will be an absolute game changer to the answer, the direction your question can take. Okay, we're not, being honest, we're not getting a clear yes or no answer here. But we are picking up that right now, things are not necessarily decided. Okay, fate has not been set yet, but you can change the outcome to be very, very highly favorable for what you want with Sowilo based off of how much work and effort you put into this. Improving health is a really great card to come out because I feel like there's almost this most likely chance that things will improve and get better, but you can't necessarily rest in your laurels just yet and declare victory just yet. You still have to put more work in towards this. And I just saw 1, 2, 3 on the clock. Okay, so 100% keep moving forward, keep building this momentum. 3 of Fire reverse shows that success and a positive outcome is still available to you, but it may require a higher velocity of productivity or work or change, whatever it may be. Queen of Earth in reverse. I'm going to be honest, guys, sometimes this can show laziness or just complacency, being a little bit stuck in your routine. For example, actually, I kind of resonate with this group. I didn't ask anything, but I kind of resonate with this group. The example that's coming through, April just started. It is April, well, I guess 2nd now because I'm filming this at midnight at 30, but it was just April 1st. And I was setting the goal for April. Like, I want to really no longer end months feeling like I didn't do as much as I wanted to do and having the same amount of output that I have every single month after month. So I set the goal, like, I'm not going to watch any TV because I've accidentally gotten myself into a habit of like watching TV with my partner at night. And it's like, I'm going to spend that time doing the productive things that I want to get done and increasing my velocity of work that I get out there. And like on my projects, creative projects, things like that. And so I'm seeing a similar message for you where it's like the positive outcome that you're looking for is going to require you to get outside of your comfort zone and work really hard towards it. Not just hard, but smart as well with the Queen of Air, getting more organized. Okay, making the phone calls you need to make, answering the emails you need to answer, cleaning up your house, I don't know why the phrase getting an estate in order just came to my mind. It's all going to be really, really important. Okay, how organized you are, how routine you are with what you're doing is going to be what makes or breaks this question that you're asking. For example, if you're trying to get healthy and you're asking like, will I succeed in losing, 20 pounds or something? There is no yes or no answer to that. I mean, there's a lot of positivity here with Sowilo coming out, but that all depends on how hard you're willing to work for it. Are you willing to go out of your comfort zone and get organized? So, for example, maybe 6 o'clock every single day, you force yourself to go to the gym, whether you want to or not, whether you're feeling lazy or not, whether you're feeling sick or not, you go, and you work out. Even if it's not the best workout ever, like you're going and you're doing it. That level of organization will make or break this question. Does that make sense? So It all really depends on you and your free will, is what I'm seeing here. Now, if you're asking about someone else, say for example, will blank do whatever blank? Will this person do this thing? Oh boy, that's going to be a hard question to answer. You know, if they sound like the person we described that's like stuck in their ways, disorganized, not really making moves, not really making progress, I feel like for a while they may remain a little stuck, a little stagnant, not doing the thing. And I do eventually see them improving though. So there will be some improvements, there will be some growth, some luck, and I do see a little bit of improvement from them if you're asking about someone else, whatever it is that you're asking about. And one thing you can do is communicate your concerns and your questions to them very, very clearly and beautifully. And show them that support, be that support for them, be that light for them. So yeah, that was probably the most unclear of all the groups so far, but I hope, it gave you a little something, what you needed to hear. All right, thank you guys for joining. Definitely comment your questions down below. I'd love to read them. And like this video, subscribe to the channel if you've not already. If you want personal reading one-on-one with me, I think that would be amazing, especially so you can ask and have a one-on-one reading with me. And all of the readings on my website, you can pretty much ask whatever you want. Give me as much backstory as you want, and I'll only be focusing on your energy and do a reading. So it's very cool. Check it out. Bye-bye. Hello, group number 5, and welcome. Let's try to get a yes, no, maybe so answer to the question that you asked. The rune that came out is called Thorisaz, and it's the rune of boundaries. So I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I don't sugarcoat my readings. Whatever you're asking about, I do feel like there is someone or something nearby the question that you asked that is not in your best interest. It feels like jealousy. It feels like possibly narcissism for some of you, or I'm not going to say that they're actively trying to plan your downfall, but this is the rune of boundaries, and it's saying, listen to your intuition when it is telling you that something is off with someone, even if they're not evil, even if your body and your mind and your heart is saying, listen, they just don't love me proper. They don't give me the warmth, the affection that I need. Or maybe you just get a jealous vibe from someone. Maybe you just get this feeling that something's off. You need to listen to that and have proper boundaries in place to protect yourself. Okay, listen to your intuition, because your intuition is already been done telling you the answer to the question that you asked. Okay. And the answer involves some form of self-protection, protecting your assets, protecting yourself. We have success coming out, so there will be a successful outcome one way or another, okay? And we have opportunity. Very fascinating. All right, let's see what else comes out. We have 7 of Earth. Interesting. We have the Magician in reverse. If you're asking, I don't know. Oh my God. The Magician in reverse is my card of douchebaggery. Okay. Someone who is selfishly taking your light, your energy. Again, I don't want to use the phrase plotting your downfall, but they just aren't good for you. Have boundaries with this person, these people. 10 of Fire in reverse. See, they weigh heavily on your mood. Whenever you're around them, it's like your mood drops, your energy drops. You don't have as much fun. You're not as lighthearted. How do you not see this? You do see it. Your intuition is telling you. You need to trust that intuition. The problem is sometimes our intuition is different from what our ego wants. We have the Star. Oh my gosh, there's messages here about knowing your worth and understanding that the outcome that you desire and what you're asking about is actually available to you. Okay, it may come through differently than what you want though, or how you anticipated it. For example, if you really want love and you're asking about someone who your intuition is like, I don't know if this is the person for me. yeah, love, there's going to be a really great opportunity that comes in rather quickly after you establish boundaries with the person who your intuition is like, I don't know. We have the 5 of air. Yeah, walking away from someone or something that's not treating you right. There will be a better opportunity here. So, whatever answer that is for you, yes, no, maybe so, like apply it to your situation here. I would say no, that someone does not have good intentions towards you. They're not good for you. But then I would also say, yes, something better is coming along. There is success. I do see you glowing. I do see you achieving your goals, your dreams, your hopes, and your wishes. Like really, truly being confident. Sometimes your confidence and your success and your light triggers people who are insecure. And those people, no matter how much they say that they love you, no matter how much they like to project this image of attachment to you, if they're deeply insecure to that point, they're like very subconsciously low key plotting your downfall or like get a weird rub of success or joy when you're suffering. And that is just not good energy to surround yourself with. 5 of air, walk away from people like that. Okay, especially if anyone's argumentative or narcissistic tendencies, it is time to walk away. That is the answer to your question. So if you're saying, should I walk away from this person? Yeah, you should. Okay, you should. Or is this person good for me? No, they're not. So mixed bag of answers here, but I'm hoping that this will answer your question. A lot of you guys, it's time to walk away from the thing that is stressing you out, putting so much burden on your shoulders, giving you no time to yourself because you're too very busy worrying about this, overthinking this, etc. Like it's time to let go because there's douchebaggery here. Someone has control issues. Someone's trying to control their own image by manipulating you or manipulating your image in a negative light. Not cool. I don't like that. And the second you walk away from this, know your worth, find something better, there will be another opportunity comes in that is a million times better. Or your success and your personal projects and goals are really going to take off after you leave this person or this thing in the dust. Okay. Love this energy. Definitely listen to your intuition. Thank you guys for joining me. We're going to make it quick today. All right. Thank you for joining me. Definitely let me know what your question was down below. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe to the channel if you've not already. If you want personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there and spiritual life coaching sessions there, so check it out. Bye-bye.